The change from abstract to expressionism was probably overnight. I think I'd felt I'd exhausted the floral scenes and this creation of a summer evening or an idyllic meadow grass field. And I wanted something completely different. I think it's fair to say the coach and tutor I've got started me to be introduced into different artists. And the first artist I had a lot of assimilation and familiarity with was Pollock. So I did nothing more than major plagiarism and followed and read what Pollock was doing, what household paints he was using. And for me, that was a little bit of a relief because I was using very expensive acrylics, but realised you could actually get great effects with normal common odd garden, or dare I say DIY paints. So the expressionism was twofold really. I'd exhausted what I felt was my desire to do abstract work, and it was exactly what it said on the label. It was expressionism, and I wanted to really express myself. I think staying with Pollock, it was something that, as I've said it, I had great affinity with the guy. It was none more so. I had an opportunity to go to the Peggy Guggenheim Museum in Venice, and the picture of all pictures, which was the alchemy, was there on the wall. And okay, it was behind glass, but you could get right up to it and see the detail. And whilst people will say that he was a splasher and a pourer of paint, when you see the alchemy, it is exactly what it says on the label. It is just unbelievable in terms of its magical consistency, its sinews. And this guy was actually using paints to actually stretch. He was using bitumen, he was using sand, he was using a whole host of textures. And when you see the picture of the alchemy, you don't realise the physical depth of it. And it would stand off, probably, no word of a lie, 35 millimetres of paint buildup. And that's why I continue to excel, dare I say, in expressionism, because you'll see, if you ever got close to my pictures, they are tactile, as are the abstract. You can actually sense the feeling in the paint that I'm applying through seeing the layers and actually feeling the layers. And that's why expressionism, to me, there's different styles, there's different artists, and it's one area that I'll continue to experiment in. In choosing the themes and the schemes, sorry, the themes and the colours for the expressionist work, if I'm given a free rein, I will actually use every conceivable colour and see what amalgam can happen. They are primitive, they are the primary colours. So the early ones are the yellows, the whites, the blues, and the reds. So they are what I would say the really in-your-face primary ones. Whereas some of the later ones, I've got a friend who's into the Joker, and he's restricted me with regard to mustard, green, purple, and red. So the colour schemes on occasion, and I'll say on occasion, I'd say 50% of my commissions are from people who's got a fixed idea with regard to colour. What is surprising is that when the paint's there in the pots, I'm thinking this is going to be shocking, but they seem to come out and seem to be magical. As I've said, the Joker is a stormer, and I've done a number of corporate colours, and the last one's been for Stratford Gin, which was, believe it or not, 2 greys and a green. And had somebody said paint 2 greys and a green on a canvas, I think I would have laughed at them. But with it being the corporate colours, they are absolutely magnificent.